Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Monday, October the 27th. My name is Barry Enerson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Well, let's see. I had a few trades today, but I'm only going to go over, I think I'm going to go over three of them. I had a couple of early scalps that made a little bit of money on DVN and AEP, but I just don't want to even talk about them. I mean, we're talking a couple of cents on one and 8 cents on the other, so really not nothing that really I have to go over. 10 is one that I'd like to talk about a little bit because it came on the bounce play, and I want to talk about it because I kind of blew it a little bit. I got into 10 right here at, now it's hard to see, but that is 40. Let me just check my notes. That is 49.12. And I ended up selling, went up, and then as it was coming down, I ended up selling it at 49.22 for a 10-cent gain. Now, this actually came on my old custom, and I missed the boat on this one. 49.66 is when I should have been shorting this up in this area, but I did say in the room, well, let's watch for a bounce, and got a minor bounce, and that was it. Problem is that I didn't keep following it. And I know one of our traders, a Matt, he followed it, and I think he got in probably around this area here, and he rode it up to at least here for a very good risk return or reward to risk, because I think he had a pretty tight stop on this, and he rode it up to here, and he was bemoaning the fact that he didn't hang on, but I really should have kept watching it, but I basically lost sight of it. Now the other one that did okay on. Now I have just exited this. As I was starting to do this video, I noticed that it was coming down, and so I have exited it. Now RGLS was, of course, a high flyer last week and the week before that, and I got into this pure chase. It just looked like it was going to keep going and going and going. So I took some shares right here. And, I wrote it, I actually didn't sell anything. It hit at 2030. I'm in at 1844. I was really hoping that it would really just hold 20, and I toyed with the idea of even swinging it. But I did sell half right here at 1948, so it took a dollar right on this downturn there. And you can see, I was holding on, holding on, and then it came back up. And when it came back down again, though, I decided to exit half of it, 1948. And I really was hoping that it would pop through 20 again and hold at least to the end of the day. And then I might see what I would do as far as a swing went. Um, but on this right here, I decided to take off the other half at 1889, and it almost touched down to where my buy is. I would never let it go down below my buy. Now I see it's trying to bounce a little bit here, so I'll watch it at the end of the day to see where it ends up. If it can pop through 20 on some decent volume and looks like it could hold, I may take a little bit again on a swing. But right now, I am totally out of it. The only other one I took a little loss on. Um, this one, it was a strong stock. You can see it was very strong. I've never heard of this one before. I decided to take it on the break right here, a little bit of consolidation, the 5-minute chart or 5-minute candles, and took it on a little bit of the consolidation, took the pop. It actually went up a little bit, but then in this candle it just completely reversed, and so I got out. So I got in at 479 and I took it out at 474. Now you can see it is gone back up again, but don't know anything about this stock. In fact, if I look at the daily, I think this is one of, I think I even mentioned, yeah, you see, I mean, look at the volume on it. Now I'll watch it tomorrow for sure. It's broken through this area, and I actually said something like, well, this is every stock sometimes has its day. Maybe it was earnings. I have no idea. But obviously today is its day. A fabulous volume for it. But we'll see what happens at the end of the day. If it can break through 5 and hold, I'll maybe take a look at it tomorrow. Now the other one I am still watching. I know one poster in the room not too happy with the way this one is going, but I'm looking at this one. It never really properly set up for me today. Let me just take a look at the 5-minute chart to see. See, it was just ramping too much. What I'm looking for is something that maybe was more of a base like this, perhaps, but up in this area, and then a pop through on volume. And we never got this. And you can see we got a big volume here. And what I'm looking at is back on the daily. You can see that if it can get through, this is the high today, I think is, in fact, maybe it's got it here. The high is 41.26. So if it can get tomorrow past 41.26 with any sort of a pattern or some volume even. I mean, we have a nice little void to fill, gap to fill, 44.78 low, 46.40 at the high of this one. So that's why this has intrigued me. It wouldn't bother me at all if it just held in this area for a few days. I've put an alert on my system at I think at 41.26. So if it pops through there, I'll have to see what the pattern is. But I mean, I wasn't just going to buy it because it broke through uh, at the high. Because again, when I say the high, when it broke through that past daily high, because the pattern just wasn't good enough. I'd be chasing it, and it would be too much of a guess. And you see the volume had really dropped off too. So, anyway, I will continue to watch this. And the other one, Baba. Let's see what Baba is doing right now. Um, Again, I really think it's going to break through 100 at some point. I don't know. I thought actually, up here it got to 8. Did it get up to, let's see, what's the high? 98.85. So it didn't quite make it to 99. And the high, I think, is something like 99.40 on its IPO day a few weeks ago. So, but I really do think this is going to go through 100 at some point, and there's some analysts, with targets of 115, 120. We'll see. So I would continue to watch this though, because if it goes through 100 and it can go through 100 with some volume, with a nice pattern, I may take some. But right now, I'm just watching it. So that's it. Let's bring back the cover page, and here's the address to get in. Again, hope to see you in the room tomorrow. You can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Bye bye.